Dear friends, in the previous episode, we described the dragon of Revelation 12, and we suggested that he should be understood as a composite imperial reality rather than a single isolated kingdom. So here, one question may arise. How did you end up combining the characteristics of the four kingdoms? Where did this idea of the dragon's composition come from? Is this arbitrary? Well, combining the four kingdoms in the form of the dragon was not my idea, my friends, but Daniel's own guidance. For Daniel himself is the first to present four successive kingdoms as one symbolic body, and he does so in chapter 2. There, Nebuchadnezzar dreams of an enormous, dazzling statue, awesome in appearance, ultimately being crushed by a rock cut out not by human hands. And the only one who can explain the dream to the king of Babylon is Daniel. You are that head of gold, he tells the king. After you, another kingdom will arise, inferior to yours, to be followed by a third, and then a fourth. Here, Daniel provides the first prophetic model of imperial synthesis, explaining that this single image represents a succession of four kingdoms. This is crucial for our question. Before Revelation ever presents a composite enemy, Daniel has already established the baseline, the principle that multiple kingdoms may be gathered into one symbolic body. Daniel not only reveals the unified succession of human empires, he also foretells their common end. In the time of those kings, he declares, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that will never be destroyed. It will crush all those kingdoms and bring them to an end, but it will itself endure forever. In Revelation, this kingdom is unveiled in its fullness. Christ is revealed as king, and his people are made a kingdom and priests. With the disclosure of Christ's universal kingship, the opposing power is also revealed, the spirit of resistance to God's sovereign rule. This is the dragon, described as the ancient serpent of Genesis 3 verse 15, who leads the whole world astray. The dragon is not merely another empire among empires, but the unifying spirit behind them, standing in opposition to God's plan to unite humanity under the rule of Christ. Daniel introduces the principle of imperial synthesis. In Nebuchadnezzar's vision, successive kingdoms are gathered into a single, symbolic, lifeless body. The pagan king has no knowledge of the scriptures or of the divine plan. Therefore, what he sees is a spiritless statue, a mere historical succession of kingdoms. Yet John, the disciple of Christ, is fully aware of God's plan. He can see beyond the mere historical succession of kingdoms to the hidden spirit behind them. In a sentence, Daniel describes the composite body. Revelation unveils the spirit that animates it. My friends, I hope this supplementary episode to episode 5, Who is the Dragon?, has helped clarify the dragon's composition and animating spirit through a structured, text-based analysis. I apologize if I have not always succeeded in adequately compressing the supporting evidence of extensive structured analysis into these short episodes. In fact, the same may also be true of our next subject. There, in a single episode, for the sake of continuity, we will identify the beast from the sea and describe its heads, the extent and duration of its dominion, and its name, not by guessing, but by applying a consistent analytical method based on the text itself. Until then, I wish you health, peace, and every blessing.